Hey YouTubers, welcome back. Okay, so this is going to be this could be your ex air sign in Venus. Okay, so if you're cross watching, make sure that their Venus is in Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and if you are watching, this would be your Venus sign. Okay, so we're going to see what's going on here. We're going to start with Gemini and then go into Libra and Aquarius. So I've already cleared these cards, so let's see what is going on with Gemini in Venus. Gemini in Venus. Okay, the first card out here is make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So clearly there is lack of effort being made, and this is the guidance at this time. You know, with Gemini and Venus, that effort needs to be made. And if you're cross-watching, you know, this could indicate that you also need to make effort. Now, the thing is here is that it's showing that you do deserve love and that you are lovable and that there is a level of control here. So this is why, you know, effort needs to be made because we're controlling not making effort. And it's indicating that, you know, there's a need here if you're cross-watching to understand that you do deserve love and that you're lovable, but also Gemini and Venus needs to understand this. The let go of the control issues and allow it to unfold naturally means that there is a level of fear here, a lack of love of self, and this is where effort needs to be made. Effort needs to be made towards understanding that you do deserve love and that you're lovable. And this is what, you know, is controlling, you know, the fact that this is not unfolding. There's definitely a block here, okay? This indicates that there was passion shared, okay, and that there is a passionate connection here, but there is a level of control, and it's based off of, you know, fears of making efforts, you know, towards the feelings that were shared with this person that, you know, there's passion here. So if you're cross-watching for Gemini and Venus, you share a passion with this person, but there's a lack of a connection at this time, and this is due to not understanding, you know, that you deserve love, okay? So this is indicating that there's a need to stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So understanding and trusting in the fact that the passionate feelings, they're real, and the lack of love of self and not understanding that you deserve love, you know, is what's controlling this connection. And now it's time to break that barrier by trusting and staying optimistic about your true feelings. Keeping the faith in regards to the connection, because there needs to be efforts made towards understanding you do deserve love, okay? There's a need here in order to get to know each other on a deeper level, and this is where control also lies without, you know, discussing our deeper feelings. There could be children involved. Either Gemini and Venus has children, and or you cross-watcher have children, and or there's issues here coming from childhood, and that's exactly what I was just stating. And this is coming from children, either came from a past karmic relationship. This is what's blocking the connection based off of, you know, fears of moving forward because of this past partnership, and or these energies are coming from childhood in regards to how you feel you deserve love. Gemini and Venus. Any more messages for Gemini and Venus at this time? Gemini and Venus. Okay, yes, there's a need here to understand in the safety of love. You know, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. This was, you know, you share passion with this person, already met this person. Okay, so if you're cross-watching, you in fact could be a karmic partnership that have children with a Gemini and Venus, and or their issues come from childhood, and this passion was shared, but there's a level of optimism that's being lost at this time because there needs to be efforts. But the control lies within the fact that there is a lack of safety of feeling love, which is based off of childhood issues, okay? But you've already met this person, and there's a need here to understand in the safety of love. You called and attracted this person into your life, but now it's time to take back control of your life during this time of separation, because there's an ex that could still be in connection with children, and or this, as I stated, comes from childhood, okay? But there's a need here to clear energies from past karmic partnerships, feelings, just clearing the energies altogether, because that's what's blocking this from moving forward. This is a spiritual journey, and there needs to be trust and faith in the unfolding, because very soon there needs to be a healing of these family issues. So if this is a karmic partnership that involves children, this is in fact a karmic partnership. You've met this person, based off of a deep desire. Now there needs to be a letting go of the past, making efforts towards understanding you deserve love, right? And or this is healing those family issues from childhood that are in fact an illusion in regards to the passion you shared with this person, and this was by divine design, and yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, so there's definitely a family issue that Gemini and Venus is dealing with at this time, whether it be from childhood and or coming from a karmic marriage and or partnership that they could have children with this person that is blocking them from moving forward based off of the fact that, you know, they're not making efforts towards understanding the passion they shared with, you know, you, and or if you're cross-watching, the passion you shared, if you're cross-watching, it's the passion you shared with this person, and or if you are a Gemini and Venus, you shared passion with another person, yet you don't feel safe in that connection based off of this karmic partnership, you know, that could in fact just be undesirable. Yep. Yep. Okay. Bottom of the deck, feeling fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation, and this could be with an earth element and or a fire element, okay? This could be their sun sign or Venus sign. So it could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, sun or Venus, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, sun or Venus, that Gemini and Venus is dealing with at this time, and they have met a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and or the sign of Gemini that is sun or Venus, that is the soulmate. But there's a level of optimism that is lost here because there needs to be efforts made. Can't make this up, okay? Gemini and Venus met the soulmate, which is a water and or Gemini. This is in Sun or Venus, okay? But there is a lack of level of optimism because there isn't efforts being made towards what it is in fact you both desire, which is this victory here. There's the sense of unrequited love, and this is coming from either fire or earth, okay, Sun or Venus, that needs to completely end, and this indicates legal documents pertaining to the home and gaining our financial independence. The reason for the lack of moving forward is, in fact, due to a child and or just coming from childhood, and or the soulmate could, in fact, be pregnant, and there's a new beginning and a new phase of life coming. This person could, in fact, live at a distance, but we're evaluating before taking the action in the separation based off of the fact that we're stuck in this karmic marriage and or partnership, but this is definitely a home environment situation that Gemini and Venus feels fenced in and sick and tired of, stuck in a daily routine. This could either be with this earth or fire element, and Gemini and Venus wants to move towards this water and or Gemini, or water could have Gemini in their chart. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, there's a soulmate connection here that needs to be, the efforts need to be made towards, because this person, you know, this is like ascending to all levels, you know, beyond what you're stuck in at this time, Gemini and Venus. So Gemini and Venus is stuck in a home environment situation that is very undesirable. And there's also finances, you know, there could be insurance papers, like, you know, anything of that nature, just legal documents pertaining to the home. They could be written reports in regards to gaining our financial independence away from this unscrupulous home situation. And there could be a child involved, and that is where the choice needs to be made in the separation. But there could be money worries about this. But the lack of level of optimism is blocking efforts being made forward, which is blocking the victory with the soulmate. So once a choice is made, there's the choice to separate. It's definitely involving either a child, someone is either pregnant and or there's a child that is already in existence, and there's a choice that needs to be made, but the worry and the concern is definitely around children. But once the choice is made, and the choice needs to be made to separate because of this unscrupulous home situation, there's a brand new beginning, a new phase of life. This person could in fact just be at a distance, which is causing the fickleness of, you know, do I, don't I kind of move forward here. But it's showing me here that this person is in fact a soulmate, and there's a new beginning, but there's evaluation before action, is being taken. And this is due to the fact, you know, feeling fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation, stuck in a daily routine, and you're being spiritually guided. And this is, you know, air element here, but you're being spiritually guided. And this could be this Gemini you see here, and or this is just your energy, Gemini and Venus, that is being guided on this spiritual journey here, because the feelings are mutual, and yes, there's healing that's going to need to take place, but you're being called to use your common sense and good judgment because your energies are scattered. This is definitely a third party situation based around a child, but you started a romance of the soul, and now's the time to take the action and change in your social standing, because you're definitely focused on your finances, because you're trying to gain financial stability. This is also indicating moving to a new home, moving away from this earth energy here. This is something that is by divine design, but you're allowing others' wishes and desires to affect what it is that you truly want, others' wishes and desires affecting your wishes, and also this could be a child, and there's a need to break down the established mind thought patterns when it comes to relationships. Triple nines in a row, indicating that you're entering a completion here, because there's an undesirable home situation happening at this time, and your worry and anxiety could definitely be around a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that you want to move forward with, but you need to gain your financial freedom in order to lay foundations with this person, because there's definitely third parties involved, and this could in fact be a Gemini that you need to free yourself from, but you're being spiritually guided in order to complete this karmic cycle. Okay, so if this is your ex, Gemini and Venus, they're dealing with a home situation, a karmic partnership. There's a child and or children involved, or a child on the way, something of that nature, whether you're carrying their child or not. But there's a home situation holding apart the movement towards the soulmate connection, where that passion is shared, and there needs to be efforts towards removing. Gemini and Venus needs to make efforts towards removing themselves from this situation, which they are being spiritually guided. Okay, Libra, you already got, pay attention to the signs guiding you towards a reconciliation, but I'm not going to keep those cards out. If they come back out, they come back out, but they just flipped out as I was going to shuffle. So Libra may want to be reconciling with someone here, and they're being given signs in order to guide them towards this reconciliation, but we shall see. Libra and Venus. Libra and Venus, you just had a flipper, and it's the children card. So Libra and Venus could have children, and or if you're cross-watching, you have children, either with Libra or not with Libra. There's a need to understand in the safety of love. There needs to be a clear-cut decision. There needs to be trust and faith in the unfolding, because there was, in fact, passion shared here. Okay? So this lack of safety and love could be coming from childhood, and or there needs to be a decision made in regards to separating ourselves from a partnership that involves children. This passion was shared with someone, and the feelings are real and worth exploring, and there needs to be a decision made here. Yes, because someone has entered Libra and Venus's life here and stirred their romantic feelings. The feelings are real. You shared passion with this person, and now there's a need to have trust and faith in the unfolding. Because Libra, in fact, could be dealing with a situation where they have children with another person that they're with at this time, and this is what's causing you to feel lack of safety with this connection with this Libra and Venus. But there is a decision that is going to be made very soon, but you need to continue to have your trust and faith, because you share passion with this Libra and Venus, and or vice versa. But, yeah. There's a strong magnetic connection with Libra and Venus here, but the deception lies in the fact that we're not, moving forward. The deception lies around not opening up and deepening the bond, yet there's this strong magnetic connection that you, in fact, if you're cross-watching for this Libra and Venus, could be questioning because you're in separation. But it's indicating here that Libra and Venus needs to free themselves, take back control of their life in order to work on this partnership with you. And at the bottom of the deck, you could be at a distance from this Libra and Venus, but you need to keep an open mind, because you did, in fact, share playfulness with this person, but you need to understand that you need to love yourself first, and that this is a true love, and to remain optimistic. There will be a heart-to-heart conversation, but the reason for disconnect is because they have a past situation here that they need to deal with. Okay, so this is Libra and Venus's energies. So, and or the cross-watcher for Libra and Venus, this could be your energies and you needing to do this also. It can go vice versa, but I'm reading it as Libra. Okay, Libra and Venus. Libra and Bottom of the deck, third parties, lost, deception. Again, this deception, this energy here is just not being open and honest with our true feelings. And this could be due to the fact that Libra is stuck in a partnership here with an earth energy. Okay, so what it's showing here is that there needs to be healing that takes place, that the feelings and the passion that was shared there, you know, that is real. The lack of progression and the setback over the truth of this developing relationship is due to the fact that there is something they're being spiritually guided to do in order to take action to complete a karmic cycle, but they must cut someone out of their life. So they're basically, Libra and Venus is basically planning some sort of exit strategy here, but they know that they have to cut this person out of their life, and this separation could cause the other person, you know, lower level energies, lower level feelings, loss, you know, abandonment issues, things of that nature. So they're carefully planning this exit, but they're being spiritually guided in order to complete this karmic cycle, in order to take the action and change in the social standing of the connection that they have. And the person that they could in fact be dealing with is this earth element and or another air element here. So Libra and Venus could in fact be in a partnership with this earth element, which could be their sun or Venus, okay? And they want to return to this other air element. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But they need, and what else is showing me here is that this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could in fact have a child with Libra. This is the outside person, and or they're pregnant at this time with Libra's child. And they want a physical return to this other air element because of a child, but they need to make a choice in order to separate, in order to have this new beginning in this new phase of life. But there's others' wishes and desires that are affecting Libra at this time, and this is due to a family situation and or they're in a karmic partnership that is causing the lack of progression, which is causing the sense of this deception, because there is not a level of being open and honest with the true feelings in the developing love affair, which could have in fact produced a child. So Libra could in fact have, you know, hooked up with this other air element and produced, was intimate, and there's a child, there's a pregnancy, and or their child already exists. And now they're planning an exit strategy in order to cut this other person out of their life, in order to complete that karmic partnership, in order to physically return to this other air element, in order to have this brand new beginning in this new phase of life. Yeah, because this indicates a child and or just wishes and desires, but what needs to happen is there needs to be a breakdown in established mind thought patterns when it comes to relationships, okay? This is something that is being divinely coordinated and is by divine design, but there needs to be communication in order to resolve these problems, and they could in fact be stuck in their head over this water energy here that could have their child. So now we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So this is indicating that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Libra could have hooked up, and or Libra, you in fact are pregnant with this person's child, and vice versa, okay? And you're stuck in your head about it. But there's a transitioning period that needs to take place here, and it's still in the upside down position, meaning because it's showing here that you're being cautionary about this. So Libra and Venus, you're being cautionary. You're like, it's like an exit strategy plan here to cut this other person out of your life. And this could be this water energy or this earth energy that you need to end things with, and or you need to end things with this earth energy in order to move forward with this water or air energy here. Because this is in fact your soulmate, but there is a home environment situation that you need to financially free yourself from, and this is what's causing you worry and anxiety because of financial stability and causing you to feel fenced in. Okay, so Libra in Venus is definitely dealing with a child situation, with another person, a home situation that they need to remove themselves from, and this is something that is being spiritually guided at this time in order to, it's showing me that Libra and Venus is already planning the exit strategy, but they still need to make this decision. Once they make the decision, it shows a brand new beginning in a new phase of life, like a fresh start. Okay. Aquarius and Venus. Aquarius and Venus. Aquarius and Venus. What is going on with Aquarius and Venus? Okie doke. Children, again, children involved, needing to stay optimistic. Let your friends help you. There could be an issue here with gossip. This could be about a child. But there's a need here to remain optimistic about this situation. Playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of love to shine. Okay, so there could be friends that are downplaying a connection that you have, that Aquarius and Venus could have with this person. This person could in fact have children, and Aquarius and Venus's friends are downplaying this relationship based off of children. And in order to recapture this romance, Aquarius and Venus needs to stay optimistic, and or if you're cross-watching, you need to remain optimistic if you have children and or they have children. But there's something going on here that, is losing the optimism. There's signs. They're being given signs and or you are being given signs. It can be either way, but it's showing me here that there's a level of playfulness that needs to be recaptured because something happened here in the past and friends could be discrediting this connection based off of children. But you're being given signs in order to validate this. This could in fact involve marriage here. So there could be a marriage and children involved within that marriage, yet Aquarius and Venus has met another person. Yeah, they want to reconcile with this true love. But there could be a marriage situation that's involving children, and friends could be discrediting this true love from Aquarius and Venus based off of the fact that they have children with this person, basically telling them that, you know, they can't be with the true love because they have children in this other marriage, but they're not happy. Yeah, there's codependency here. They could be, you know, Aquarius and Venus, you could be drinking a lot. They could be falling to these lower level energies because they feel stuck, right? But Aquarius and Venus is being guided on the spiritual journey. So Aquarius and Venus could in fact be drinking a lot in their home environment based off of the fact they're stuck in a non-playful friendship. Yeah, well, non-playful, you know, not optimistic home environment situation based off of children. Friends could be discrediting the connection with the true love, which is causing Aquarius and Venus to fall to these lower level energies, staying stuck in this codependent relationship, but also just could be drinking a lot in order to get their mind off of the true love that they want to reconcile with. Yet this is something that is being spiritually guided in order for Aquarius and Venus to connect with this true love. But this true love is someone they have already met. Any more messages for Aquarius and Venus at this time? Nope. Bottom of the deck. Yep. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. So if you're cross-watching, you need to keep an open mind about this person. There needs to be a heart-to-heart conversation and a need to understand that you do deserve love and that you are lovable. The deception lies in the fact that they could have retreated from you and or, you know, you retreated from Aquarius and they're feeling these energies, right? Because they don't understand that they do deserve love, okay? So what needs to happen here is that you need to disconnect yourself from the world around you, meaning disconnect Aquarius and Venus needs to disconnect themselves from this situation and go within because they're deceiving no one but themselves. And or if they have retreated from you, the deception lies within the fact that they don't understand in the safety of love. And very soon they need to clearly decide what it is that they want to do with this situation because you could in fact live at a distance, but they do understand their feelings are real and worth exploring. There's a need to love yourself first, and there is definitely going to need to be forgiving and learning and healing here from this past situation that they are stuck in. They're not really stuck, they're just remaining stuck, and what it is coming through is almost in a sense like they're listening to their friends, and their friends are basically telling them that they're stuck based off of the fact they could have children with this person, but they've met you, and it's like they can't stop thinking about you. They want to reconcile and move forward with you, but it's like there's too much talk going on, like you can't do that, or it's like that's what I'm seeing. I just see frustration. Okay, so Aquarius and Venus. Aquarius and Venus. Yeah. Bridgerton. Bottom of the deck, communication in order to resolve problems. Okay, movement, financial stability is definitely a factor here in Aquarius and Venus's like space. They want to move to a new home. This is, oh my gosh. Okay, listen. Okay, these are all indicating moving to a new home. Also indicating there could be distance involved. Okay, so you in fact could be a fire sign, Sun and or Venus, air, Sun or Venus. Earth, Sun, and Venus is the person they have worry and anxiety around that they need to separate and free themselves financially from their life. Okay? So, what it's showing me is that there's worry and anxiety around a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be their Sun or Venus sign. There needs to be a choice in the separation in order to financially free themselves from this situation. They could, in fact, be dealing with a fire sign, but this person could be an authoritative figure, a boss, their father, something of that nature that could, in fact, be a factor with their finances. This indicates that Aquarius and Venus could also be, this could be a business partner, okay? But there is a transitioning that is taking place that has not completed itself yet in order to get to this new beginning and this new phase of life, okay? Because they did, in fact, start a romance of the soul. Triple aces also indicate that there could be a situation that occurs outside of Aquarius and Venus's control because they're causing a lack of progression and a setback towards the soulmate here. Because they're not in completion of this transition. If it was completed, it'd be in the upright. So this indicates needing to complete this transition because you're being guided. This is a divine twist of fate, meaning this person came into your life in order for this to happen. Because you're not transitioning, and when it falls out this way, this indicates that something is going to happen because you're causing a lack of progression and a setback towards the soulmate. What it's showing me here is that this is definitely a third-party situation, and there's fickleness and changeability over cutting someone out of our life. So there was a developing love affair, but then what it shows me here is that Aquarius and Venus could, in fact, be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, or Venus sign who they have scattered energies around because this person cut them out of their life. They basically drew a line in the sand because they are stuck in a home environment and now they're in lack of communication with Aquarius and Venus, and or if you're cross-watching, they're in lack of communication with you because they have scattered energies around needing to cut this person out of their life in order to develop this relationship with you. So the lack of progression lies in the fact that there's a decision that needs to be made, and this could be involving this earth element here and or fire element. But what I'm picking up is that this fire element could be a business partner, a father figure, something like that, that affects the way in which they gain finances. This could be a partnership within a work environment. But there's a choice that needs to be made, and there's worry and there's anxiety over the choice because we're focused on money. Yeah, absolutely. And or this is just financially freeing ourselves from a home environment situation in order to move, but somebody's in control of their money in order for them to move. But they want to separate and move towards this soulmate that they are in lack of communication with. And the lack of communication could be based around the fact that there is jealousy and possessiveness. But the lack of progression and the setback towards the soulmate is based off of the fact that there's something going on within the home environment based off of finances and or within business. Yeah, because this indicates being stuck within a daily routine in our work environment and or wanting to work this out but needing to communicate, but being stuck in a daily routine within our work environment, okay? Because we're allowing others' wishes and desires to affect our life. And now we're evaluating before taking action towards finding the ambition in order to achieve success, indicating journey moving forward because we need to gain our financial stability. But there's negative emotions attached to unfortunate events, which causes the fears to block the movement forward here. And this is based off of needing to break down established mind thought patterns when it comes to relationships because there definitely is third parties, there's loss, there's deception here, there's definitely money issues. but being spiritually guided in order to complete this karmic cycle, and being stuck in our head, but needing to use our common sense and good judgment in order to completely end this relationship with this water element here. So there could be an earth element, a water element that Aquarius and Venus needs to end in order to move forward with either this other air element and or fire element. Yep. Okay. So that was, this could be your ex air sign in Venus, and or that if you're an air sign in Venus, that could be your situation, what's going on right now. The eclipse special is still on until August 31st. It's in the description box below. All my other services are still available. Just read the description box below, and, any questions, inquiries, whatever, just, send it to my email. And thank you so much to all who have already taken advantage of it. I'm happy to help you in any way that I can. That's why I do this for you guys. And yeah, that'd be it. All right. So love you guys. Bye.